Hey guys, Josh Mabe here, and today we're back with something I didn't think I was going to find, but if you saw the other two videos I did on the world's cheapest AR-15 that's fully built, I found one cheaper. That one I did the video on was the Anderson Manufacturing AR-15. This one is the ATI AR-15 that is a 300 Blackout. That's it, right there. This gun is fully built. That's how it comes out the package. If you look in the box here, you'll see you've got your trigger lock, you've got your certificate, you've got some gun oil. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. And you've got your magazine, your instruction manual, and some other stuff. This is personal firearms records, receipts, all that good thing. But let's take a look at this thing here. First thing I notice is it's polymer. I thought it was a steel lower because when I looked at them on Palmetto, they had two. They were the same price. One of them was showing on there like right at 7 pounds, and one of them showing at like 5 point something. So I thought the heavier one wasn't polymer, but apparently it is. So we've got the polymer lower, we've got a polymer handguard, and this I really wasn't expecting. I don't do much with polymer ARs. I've had polymer lowers in the past, but I did not even know they made such a thing as a polymer upper. Because as I said, I just don't look into polymer stuff that much. But that is a polymer upper. Let's take a closer look at this thing here. Other than that, it's basic. Everything's, it's a 16-inch barrel. It's got your standard flash hider, flat top Picatinny rail, M-lock here, which like I said, that is polymer. That is definitely polymer. It's got your, I guess since it's polymer, you got your anti-walk pins in there so nothing slips out. I don't like this with the polymer. If you can see it, your takedown lug right here is inset into the polymer, so you can't just take your thumb and push that out. So grab it around here. Okay. Where'd the round go I just had? I hear it. I found it. Dang. Alright, we're going to look at the upper first because that's the most intriguing thing I've seen yet. Okay, if you look close, you've got here, looks like aluminum that's inset into the polymer there. I'm going to imagine this is an entire ring that's got your threads on it for your barrel goes. Back here at this lug, aluminum inset into the polymer, but I'm pretty sure standard bolt carrier group, standard charging handle, but it's got some reinforcements. If you look right in there, if you can see that, or maybe if you see better from here, you can see the insets here. But okay, your forward assist, for just a second with the polymer I thought maybe that was just for looks, but it does actually work. You can see it functioning in there. That is interesting. This is going to be the first time I've ever shot a almost totally polymer AR. Good Lord, it's the buffer tube. Nah, buffer tube's metal. And okay, on your lower, if you look right here, same thing as on the upper. You've got your threads here. That is all aluminum inset into the polymer, reinforced. If you look in here where your takedown lug goes, that's reinforced on each side. If you look up here, that is aluminum reinforced up there. I don't see any reinforcements where your fire control group pins go. don't see any reinforcement on where the selector switch is. But if you look in the bottom, down in the bottom, it does have reinforcement where the grip attaches. And that looks to be about it.
It's an awful scratchy buffer for a brand new rifle.
It's, if you look at the scratch marks on it, it's got a few marks on it there from the factory. That's probably just trying to do the installation. And if you look right here, I guess it's where the polymer over molded in your threads right there. That's kind of rough looking inside there, a little boogered up there. But other than that, it's a standard fire control group, lower parts kit. Nothing special there. Standard trigger, everything's normal. This is very basic plastic back here. It does have your quick attach for a sling mount. You got a quick attach right here for a sling mount that is reinforced metal inside the polymer. From what I can see, I hadn't taken the handguard off yet, but from what I can see, it's a standard gas block, standard gas tube system. You can see the gas tube sticking in right there, but this one was $319. So unless somebody can find one cheaper somewhere, brand new, this is the cheapest. I'm going to say it again. This is the cheapest AR that I have ever found.
Is the barrel polymer?
Built. The barrel, thankfully, is not polymer. the barrel is steel. And it is 300 Blackout, as you can see there. It's 1 1/8 twist. So, and my buddy, Tony, who you saw on the shotgun video, he and the mechanic video, this is his gun. When I showed him, sent him a link, he's been wanting a full-size upper 300 Blackout. He's been wanting something for a close-range deer gun that he can do suppressed with. And if you look online and find complete uppers, they're in the $600 to $800 range. And then when he saw this complete rifle with a full-length barrel for $319, he's like, yeah, I'll get it. So that's what we're doing a video on today. He has already stated he's changing the handguard, he's changing the upper receiver, he's changing the lower. So basically the only thing on this rifle he's keeping is the barrel.
And the bolt.
And the bolt. And that's about it. But for this test, we're keeping everything exactly how it came on the box. I don't even have an optic that I'm going to put on it for testing. We're just going to shoot it down here just to see how it fires and functions. And hopefully it's better than the last one right out of the box.
Does it need a mustard pack of lube, or of lube while you got it broke down?
We're going to shoot her dry. See what happens.
But it came with it.
It did. But we are going to shoot her dry first to see what happens.
It's going to be explodey.
It's not going to explode.
It's plastic.
I actually feel confident that it's not going to explode.
That makes one of us.
And why did I just put it together without the bolt system in it?
Dry fire.
I really don't like that. You really got to push that pin to get it in too. There it goes. Alright, pins are back. Function test, everything functions there. We got the American Tactical branded magazine.
That's getting replaced too.
By the time you get done, you should have just literally bought a whole new gun. But for this test, I'm going to be shooting the Winchester. These are the super suppressed.
Not sponsored, but hit us up.
Hey, yeah, Winchester, if you want to sponsor us, you feel free. Let me grab my hearing protection. All right. As I said, don't have sights on here. So, let's see if she fires. Just in case. She fired. Bolt stayed back. Everything was smooth. Let's do 5.
Those are subsonic. You don't need ears.
I ain't got no suppressor on.
It's whisper quiet.
Alright, I'm gonna go through these quick. This is where the first cheapest AR failed the first time, so let's see. Bolt stayed back. That was pretty quick.
Hooray, they aligned the gas tube right.
They did. Alright, so as we see, she functions, she fires, the bolt stayed back. Let's try it again. Do you see what I see? A fail, another cheap AR fail. Bolt stayed back though. I'm not gonna say much about the failure there, only because I'm shooting the super suppressed ammo, so you got a lot less velocity. So I'm not going to say much about that because it cycled good the first few times. But it functions. I didn't seem to notice any major faults with the gun as far as it being polymer or not. Got some more ammo here. I want to see if it does that again. I don't have any supersonic ammo because... Did it load the round? No, it did not. That's interesting. Okay, I don't know if y'all can see this or not. Let me turn it around here. I noticed something a few minutes ago. Bolt stayed back. Magazine's in. Drop the bolt. And click. I thought that seemed odd. But it didn't actually load around. Same thing. Click. Didn't load around. But this is a little unique. As I'm coming back here, right there, it clicked, but the bolt's not all the way back. If I pull harder on it, bolt's all the way back. That's interesting. So if you watch this time, it's going to actually load. See, it actually loaded that time. But it did not chamber another round, just like that other. Didn't do one that time either. So that is interesting. Hand me that oil packet. Wish I had my little oil can, but I don't. We're gonna see how she does wet. And when I say see how she does wet, I mean she dripping. I think she likes it well lubed. However, I'm noticing something. She is not staying in the full position to be able to actually load. So you got to pull it all the way back. Still not coming back to the full position. So if you just chunk a magazine in there like this, like you're doing emergency reload, drop that bolt, she's not going to shoot. So once again, not all the way back. Watch the bolt. That's all the way back. Don't necessarily know why that is. As I said, it could be because I'm shooting the subsonics. Very well could be the cause of it. But yeah, so far I found out the full polymer does not like running dry, which I wouldn't recommend running it dry all the time anyway, just for friction purposes on polymer. But that seemed to fix the problem. I wish I had some supersonics to see if that would fix the bolt coming all the way back. Because emergency reload, you kind of want to be able to just slap that and be ready to go. But the gun functions with a little oil. She functions pretty much flawlessly aside as far as actual shooting. That's the only issue I've seen, is the not coming all the way back. But could be the ammo. I'm not going to fault it. But I'm going to say right out the box, I like this better than the American Tactical one, because I don't need to take the gas block off. But I'm going to say right out of the box, I like this one better than the Anderson fully built rifle, for the sole reason of I'm not having to adjust the gas block, because it seems like it's tightened and adjusted properly. Unlike the Anderson, which was literally sliding off the barrel when I took the handguard off, because they didn't even tighten the screws. That being said, it might work forever, it might not, I don't know. I don't like polymer everything. I prefer traditional lowers, traditional uppers, and I'm just not sold on the whole polymer lower, upper, handguard, all of that. But that is a personal opinion. This, I would love to do like a 1,000 round review on this, but I don't have 1,000 rounds to run through in one day, and I'm sure Tony doesn't want to leave this sitting in his gun cabinet for quite a while before we actually do the adjustments he wants done. So this will be the only video I do on this fully built rifle as is. So that's what you're getting. You're getting the first impressions. Works good. It fires. As long as you lubricate it, it works flawlessly. Minus that, which could be the ammo. Don't have a way to test that on this video. I do apologize about that. I wish I could. But that's the best I can do for y'all today. Thing we're going to do. Hey, let's do one thing. Let's try it suppressed.
No.
Why?
Because
Why?
it's going to do the same thing.
No, suppressed gives you more gas coming back.
Oh my god. We got to take everything off.
You got to take it off anyway.
No, we don't.
Why?
What are you talking about?
You got your suppressor with you?
Yeah.
Okay. We can try the suppressor with everything still here.
Fine.
We'll be right back. Alright guys, we got a dead air Wolfman mounted. Let's see if it makes any difference. Stays all the way back. You got a little extra gas pressure there with the suppressor on it. Do a couple 1-round drills. See if that fixes it. I don't need these anymore. Hitting the plastic barrel down there is almost as loud as the shot itself.
That one didn't stay all the way back.
Did it not?
Nope.
Alright, these are the last 3 rounds. So this is the last shooting of the test. Stayed all the way back. So he noticed on the last single shot I did that it didn't stay all the way back, but all the other times with that extra pressure in here, it stayed all the way back. So I'm going to say if you shoot supersonics, it would probably work fine. If you shoot suppressed, for the most part, it seems to be working fine. But if you want to see some wear and tear, I've shot 40 shots through it. Now, it's normal on a normal AR. It's going to take your paint off right there and take it down to just bare metal. But it's actually eating into the polymer. If you can see those eat out grooves. So that's going to wear that down drastically if you do a lot of shooting, which if you do a ton of shooting, I wouldn't recommend polymer anyway. Oh, and it comes with your double sling loops right there. But that's it. That is your American Tactical full polymer 300 Blackout. The cheapest 300 fully built Blackout that you can buy, and as far as I've found, the absolute cheapest AR-15 that you can buy. That's a $319 gun with a, I don't know, total value with the adapter and everything else, about a $1,000 suppressor setup. She functions. That's the video. I appreciate y'all watching, and please like, subscribe, and share if you like the video, and let me know in the comments if you've had one of these, and really let me know in the comments if you've dealt with much polymer uppers, because like I said, this is the first one I've actually seen in person that's a polymer upper, and it's different. But catch y'all next time on the range. Y'all have a good day.